If only we knew then what we know now, we'd grab that chance when we had it. We could have seen beyond what was in front of us. We could have the opportunity to do something different, something better. But let's stop looking back. Let's look forward, changing if only to what if. What if we learned from our history? We built on what was working well and looked to improve what isn't. We thought beyond our own self-interest and really focused on the larger community. We did something entirely different, something better. We all ask ourselves these kinds of questions. Does government ask questions? And in today's highly charged and divisive political landscape, are these questions worth asking? In 2002, a group of local elected and appointed officials from throughout Scott County formed the Scott County Association for Leadership and Efficiency, SCALE. Their objective was to build solutions through consensus to answer the challenges government faced. Why? First, a little background. Local governments are comprised of cities, townships, school boards, and counties. Each level of local government has its own set of roles and responsibilities, and some are unique. For instance, counties are responsible for providing health and human services. Cities are responsible for citywide police and fire services. Townships are responsible for certain township roads and infrastructure, and school districts educate. No doubt about it, these are significant responsibilities. And typically, these governing bodies operate independently. But there are a lot of things these levels of local government do that either overlap or complement each other. Some examples include city police work with the county sheriff's office, townships work with neighboring cities to make sure fire services are available, school districts work with all levels of government to make sure that kids have a safe and reliable network of roads and transportation systems to get them to and from school. But all of these and other needed local services cost money, and a significant part of that funding is through tax revenues. And this is obvious. People do not enjoy paying taxes, and they make it clear through many outlets, not the least of which is the ballot box. So, all levels of government are under tremendous pressure to keep tax levels as low as possible, while still maintaining the service levels their residents expect and deserve. Working alone, a community can be strained by upfront costs and ongoing maintenance for capital-intensive services and equipment needed to deliver effective government. But what if local governing bodies came together to share ideas and partner to meet mutual needs? And what if we engaged community leaders, leveraging our collective relevant experience, and created opportunities now? Okay, returning to 2002. So people came together to what if the conversation in a new way. They started with the basics. How are we currently partnering and sharing resources throughout Scott County? The list was lengthy, and so was our history of working well together. But was working well good enough? These officials thought it was a decent start, but so much more could be done if they looked beyond the typical and started envisioning the broader what-ifs. What if we got everyone together on a monthly basis to talk about new ways to collaborate and share, ideas and resources alike? We broadened our vision to include other entities,
such as the Shakopee-Mdewakanton Sioux community,
the watershed districts, and other public sector agencies and affiliates. We demonstrated in very significant, visible ways how collaboration benefits all of us. This conversation, followed by several others, led to the creation of SCALE, the Scott County Association for Leadership and Efficiency. From that moment, SCALE helped lead, facilitate, or organize such initiatives as the development of a county-wide fiber optic ring, which has brought high-speed internet to homes, businesses, libraries, and schools across the community. the creation of a countywide transit plan, which helped to prompt the development of new transit stations and new service linkages that serve a much broader area. Reducing traffic congestion through targeted infrastructure improvements aided by Scale's successful lobbying efforts at the state and federal level. The construction and operation of a regional public safety training facility, a world-class facility serving the training needs of all emergency services, from police and fire to EMS and hazmat teams and beyond. The creation of the First Stop Shop, a county-wide economic development team providing programs and consulting services to those seeking to establish or grow their business in Scott County. The development of county-wide policies, programs, and positions, such as the Social Host Ordinance, a community-wide public safety communication system shared by all first responders, and the recruitment of the community's first crime analyst, just to name a few. These and many more initiatives have demonstrated that cost efficiencies can be gained while still improving services for our public. After all, someone in crisis doesn't care what name or logo is on the side of the law enforcement vehicle. They just want it to show up and render assistance. Further, these successes demonstrated to other local elected and appointed officials that working together works. In short, we can work smarter together. Better buildings, equipment, infrastructure, services, and programs are essential, especially to our resident taxpayers who are seeing significant cost savings because of Scale coordination and collaboration. But that's not the entire Scale picture. What if Scale could be the first, not the last, concept any local government would consider when making purchasing and policy decisions? Scale could help be a training ground for newly elected officials and appointed staff. Scale could help foster a new era of mutual respect, voluntary sharing, and a reflection of community-wide values. Scale could help be an inspiration, if not a vision, for other governments at all levels. What if Scale was a philosophy? Today it is. Through Scale's decades of proven success and lasting partnerships, it continually strives to honor its 7 primary values. Relationships built on cooperation, trust, and open communication. Partnering, sharing resources to effectively and efficiently deliver services in our community. Innovation, challenging each other to think creatively to meet the ever-changing needs in our community. Education, through providing opportunities for growing and learning together to understand and meet the needs of today and tomorrow. Influence, to effect positive change within our community, region, state, and federal government. Leadership, through developing and inspiring leaders who are better equipped to serve their community. And facilitation, selflessly working smarter together without any desire to take credit for accomplishments. Scale is an enduring philosophy, combined with meaningful action that provides the basis for sustained, ongoing achievement and improvement in public service. So yes, in today's highly charged and divisive political landscape, Scale stands out as a dramatically different way for government to think, speak, and act to solve problems in society today. It's a simple formula. When one of our communities benefit, we all benefit. And the benefits of multi-jurisdictional cooperation are many. Want to learn more? Visit www.scaleinfo.org today.